Bienvenidos muses, regresé con otro video. Today's video, I wanted to do a chatty get ready with me because I think it's important that whenever I am reviewing things, whenever we do have time to actually talk about things that are trending at the moment, we kind of just get to know each other a little bit and we get to just talk about what's going on in my life and reflect on the month of Febrero because Dios mío. I think it's important that we just we talk it up a little bit, figure out what the hell's been going on conmigo. Nothing crazy, I swear. It's just been like I've been cheating, okay? So if you guys are excited about this chatty get ready with me, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, y vamos a comenzar. There's a few products that I'm also going to be talking about today that I haven't tried, and I'm pretty excited to tratar. Let's start off the face. Cover FX just dropped these booster drops. There's a mattifying drop. There's a brightening drop. There's a super powered antioxidant drop. Trying to see if you guys can see. And there's a SPF drop. I don't know what she's at. But I used the SPF drop today just to kind of like, when I was outside, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but like these are starting to lighten up a little bit more. When you're doing like a peel, the peel that I'm doing is not pretty like drastic, like a chemical peel. I'm doing like a acid peel, like I forgot what it's called. It's pretty much like a more gentle peel, but it's gonna be a little bit more, like the healing process is not as like drastic. But I'm pretty excited about it because I've definitely seen results. This used to be so dark, you guys. And my esthetician said, zap, 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 zap. I'll put her information down below so you guys can go check her out because she's absolutely amazing. So yeah, I want to try the mattifying drops. This guy right here. Con esta luz, Dios mío. Can you guys see that? I'm going to try these mattifying drops from Cover FX. Okay. Okay. It's dry. Like I put it on my palm and it like absorbed into my palm. That's pretty dry. Moving on, let's go into my foundation. Oh, mira cómo se secó. Oh, wow, wow. That got dry for real. For real. Okay. Moving on to take I got like 3 of these stashed. I swear, y'all, it's not a game out here. And also, I don't know if I've mentioned it, but these new Sigma brushes, slamming. Me encantan estos brushes. So Sigma, si tú me estás mirando, me encantan. So I'm just using this kabuki brush. We're just gonna go in. So, okay, where have I been? Month of February, can we just all agree? It was just como pupú. A mí no me cayó bien el mes, and that's my birthday, and February is my birthday month. But for me, personalmente, como no me gustó el mes de febrero, it was just, the energy was just off. Apparently, we are about to be in retrograde, or hell, I think we might be already in retrograde. But it was just weird to me. I was like, what the heck is going on? I'm not unhappy. I'm super happy. But I just creatively, I just checked out. Like, I just did not know where to like begin. Like, I literally was like, okay, Monica, you're ready. You can just get it from the camera. I filmed, I think, like 2 videos, you guys. I hated everything. And I was just like, you know what, God? Yo no me mortificar. No me voy a mortificar. Okay. Okay. So I was like, I'm not going to stress myself out when things are just meant to happen. You know, like when things are just going wrong, you just kind of like, you let it just go wrong then. Hell, I'm not going to stress myself out. Take my damn beauty blender, make sure it's dry. And we're just going to go on top. And that's how you really get that full. So yeah, I just felt like in the month of February, just so much like the vibe was just off. I wasn't even really excited about my birthday. Damn, I think I just put that in my eye. The only reason why I even did something for my birthday was because my friends and family was just, like you don't want to, they're excited for your birthday. So is that an Aquarius thing where Aquariuses don't like celebrating their birthday? Like I've never enjoyed my birthday. Never. I don't think there's ever been a year where I'm like, it's my birthday, we turning up, it's my birthday for a week. Like, I've just never been that person. I don't really care about my birthday like that. I do it because, you know, everybody around me cares about me and they want to show their love and appreciation, y esto y esto y lo otro. But I'd rather us do absolutely nothing. So, as you can see, I don't know. I find that I've just always been that way. It's not like a pity party. That's just the way I've always been. But I haven't been unhappy, you guys. I've actually been extremely happy. I've been really focused on finding my peace and, you know, collecting my energy and knowing what to give my energy to, because in this space that we're in, because I literally did that to myself. Because of the space that we're in, it's very important that you know when to devote your energy to certain things. And to me, it was just starting to become like really like, I was spreading myself a little thin, and I just didn't like the feeling of feeling constantly exhausted. So I checked out. I said, you know what, I'm gonna focus on me. So if you don't see me for a while, it's fine. Like, you'll just know that I'm focusing on myself, you know? And I think that's important, to just take some time and just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna like quedarme en mi casa. ¿Tú me entiendes? Tú no la gañas. So I have a few topics that I wrote down in regards to this video. And around this time last year is when I started looking for an apartment for Kat to move here. And I had no idea where life was gonna take me, and I didn't know if I was even like smart enough to or financially capable of moving out here. But I recently went to an event and I was speaking to some of the digital influencers or my colleagues in this space, and I thought we spoke about some pretty interesting topics when it comes to people becoming entrepreneurs. Hold on, let me just set that. When people become entrepreneurs, and I was like, you know what? I think I kind of want to do a video on that, because I'm sure a lot of us deal with, or not all of us, but I feel like a lot of us probably feel like we might at one point in our lives feel like we're gonna have to go through these things. When you are, I'm just gonna speak specifically about the space that I'm in. I think it's important that you know that timing is everything. And although things might not be working in your favor in that time, you know, in that moment in time, things will fall into place when they're supposed to. And I'm not sure who you guys believe in, but I know I believe in, you know, my God. But you really need to trust that there's a higher power that got you, and there's already a plan set in line for you, and no one can take that from you. And I think a lot of times when you're in this space, you feel like, you know, I can't do certain things until I have this certain amount in my account, until my family's good. And I got to a place in my career that my family was going to, I don't want to get backlash from this, but my family was coming second. Do you guys agree with that mentality, that in order for your career to excel, your family has to come second? And when I say family, I'm talking, I don't have kids or anything, you know, only thing I have is a dog. But my family had to come second in order for me to help them in the long run. And I want to get your thoughts on that mentality, because I know a lot of times people feel like, no, that's wrong. You should always, you know, your family should never come second. And to me, I'm like, listen, I'm not a millionaire, so I have to help myself so I can help you later. But I remember when I was looking for my apartment, if you guys remember that video, I said I called my mother and I asked for her blessing. The reason why, because again, I am the oldest in my family, and I spoke about this on my IG live the other day. I feel like Caribbean women are almost taught to have the most responsibility. Do you guys agree or disagree? At least in Dominican culture, or hell, in my family, the men don't get that much responsibility. And I'm not putting my family's business, but as I was doing my live, a lot of people were like, that is so true. Like, in my family, like, the men don't take up all the responsibility. And why is that? Like, why is it that, those CoverFlex drops are so matte? point. But why is it that, you know, in Caribbean culture, or I'll just speak for myself in Dominican culture, and I hear this from a lot of my fellow Dominicanos, que las mujeres hacen todo. Like, the women do everything. The women cook, the women clean, the woman could be, you know, sleep, the husband comes, you wake up, you make him a plate, the father eats before the kids, the father eats at the head of or the man eats at the head of the table. Like, it's just like, in my culture, or in like Dominicans, or the way I was raised, like, the man is the man. Like, woman, you come second, and I despise that. I feel like from birth, I just knew that I just don't like authority. And even my boyfriend and I, we struggle with the idea that, like, you know, a man is like, I cater to my boyfriend. So, like, there's certain mannerisms of my mom that she passed on to me. Like, I like to cook, you know, I like to make sure that, you know, my man is fed, you know, I'm very, like, domestic when it comes to those things. But I also believe in meet me halfway, you know? So if I'm out, can the house be clean? If you're out, I'll do the house. Maybe I'll have a lazy day, whatever, but I'll do my part. Like, I just want to meet you halfway. But don't expect me to do certain things because I'm the woman. So do I have any Caribbean ladies who feel like that's also kind of instilled in them too, that they're supposed to be this way? Like, I remember my mom saying, excuse me, my mom used to be like, no man's gonna want you if you don't know how to do laundry. No man's gonna want you if you don't know how to cook. No man's gonna want you if you don't know how to clean. You know, it was just all these things that constantly went through your head, and you're like, dang, I gotta, like, you know, it's like we're almost trained to be wives, to be like submissive to our husbands. And let me tell you what, I'm not gonna be submissive to the point where I don't come first. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay, I feel like, to be there for your man, be down for your man, do whatever it is for your man to be to be your king. But hell, I should be a queen too, you know? And in my culture, it's just not a thing. It's just not a thing. But hell, what the hell was I even talking? Let me do these brows because I feel like we're gonna be here all day. This is Morphe chocolate mousse. But yeah, I just did not like that at all. I don't even know how we got here, you guys. Wasn't I talking about family or whatever? But yeah, anyways, the point is about the whole move situation. When I moved, I knew that a huge reason why I was able to get my house was because my family, I always told my family, like, look, I'm moving out. And I think in my culture, they don't believe us. You know, I remember back in the day, Caribbean parents, I always heard people say, when you turn 18, they're gonna kick you out. Hell, not my mom. My mom would have my behind staying in that house for as long as possible. If not forever. And I just knew I had to get out in order for me to be able to actually help her one day. And I had a conversation with someone in this space, and you know, there's a lot of guilt that goes into the career that we're in, because it comes with a lot of perks, right? It comes with a lot of perks, and you forget that although these things are our job, to other people, this is a lifestyle that people would dream. And I saw a post that I posted 4 years ago on Facebook, and one of my best friends, Tiana, she reshared my post, and it said, I think I vented about, you know, people always told me, Monica, live your life, you're too young to be working so hard, and this, that, and the third. And to think that 4 years later, I'd be moving to California, I'm making triple of what I would have made, or what I've made working, you know, a job that I thought was at the time beyond what I should be making, because I don't have a degree. It's mind-blowing to me, because I just didn't expect the universe to kind of like be like, you work hard, not that you work less later, but at least, you know, you will actually be able to do what you love. So my question to you, Muse Familia, is, have you been in a situation where you had to leave your family? Where you had to leave your family, and your family judges you, and your family's like, why would you leave me? You know, like, you have everything here. Why would you, you know, when you need to help me to, like, how am I supposed to pay my bills and all this stuff? because I find like a lot of people in my age bracket have the same, we all have this, not problem, because our family, they're not a problem, but we all have this same similarity, right? Where, dang, I can't leave my family because I help pay the bills, you know, like, are they gonna be okay? So for me, that's why I'm so like, I'm a mommy's girl, yes, but I've always been like the person who had to deal with people looking at me. I was always the black sheep in my family. I mean, I dropped out of college and I decided that I wasn't even gonna tell my mom. I literally was going to school every day, and then one day I just stopped going. She was like, "We're not going to school," and I was like, "No, I'm not actually going anymore." And we went back and forth. But then when she realized, even before the checks came in, she realized that there was nothing that I couldn't do, and once I set my mind towards something, that I was not playing. And I remember my mom would always tell everybody, "Shut up! Ñoñita, la ñoñita grabando!" And that means, shut up, Monica. Ñoñi is my nickname, which means whiner. It's a nickname from home, whatever. Monica's recording. And that's why I'm always gonna be team mom. And that's why whenever, you know, when I did call her to give me her blessings on my apartment, although she knew she wasn't in a position to just take up all this responsibility, she knew that it would be temporary. So that's what I try to tell people, like, it's okay to leave your family. At least for me, I knew that my bigger picture and the end goal, yes, I can help you guys with a couple of bills and I can stay here forever, but you're still working, right? I'm not able to take everything from you. Like, you still have to go to work. You still have to pay bills. My way of helping you and repaying my family is going to be from removing myself, being 100% dedicated into what I'm doing so that I can eventually, you don't have to work. And that's the way I look at it. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? I know I have some moms who are watching, but that's the way I think, you know, I want it to be, and that's the way it's gonna be. Because I said, you know what? I was always the person that everyone in my family is like, help me here, and I helped. Because, you know, like, honestly, you guys, I've never dropped money on anything luxury up until last month for my birthday. And that was the first time. The only thing I've ever dropped money and thousands of dollars on is my equipment. It has been investing into myself, but I got my priorities straight. It took me a year to even consider dropping $1,500 on some boots. And not some boots, because those boots is like some cute, but I really wanted them. And I felt so guilty. So do I have entrepreneurs here who feel like they shouldn't reward themselves for doing certain things, like spending money, you know? Like, for me, I always made sure my mom had money in her bank account before I dropped $1,000 on myself. And that's the way I function. Because hell, I can't have my mom not eating, and hell, I just dropped $1,500 on some boots. So that's the way I process how I spend my money and how I make sure that my money, I don't feel guilty. But I feel like I'll always feel guilty. I'll always feel like, no, I shouldn't, because maybe I should help somebody else. Like, somebody else could use this. But I guess a question to you guys, like, what advice could you give somebody like me who constantly feels like they shouldn't be doing things for themselves? Because I constantly feel like I shouldn't be rewarding myself for things when there's other people who I can be helping in my family. And although I that's like drastic. Like, me and my family, like, is my homie. But although I moved out and I focused on my career and I'm focusing on what will potentially be my own family, it makes me guilty. Like, I feel really awful at times when, like, you know, I spend money at an expensive restaurant and I know that I should just give this money to my family. Like, I don't know how to remove myself from that feeling, and it's so frustrating. Hold on, let me just do. But what's crazy is, for my brother, he can easily just be like, no. Like, if anybody asked him my brother has a big heart, but my family knew who the weak link was, and as tough and as strong as your girl is, maybe I'm a weak link. But I can say this, that me moving out of my family home has allowed me to inspire my family to travel to places like California where they've never been. I mean, my family is the only place they traveled to the Dominican Republic. Like, that's it. Like, you know? So for them, this was such a huge, like, holy crap. Like, my daughter's not playing. Mind you, it's just me and my brother with my mom and my dad. My dad got raped. No, that's a different story. But it's very important that you take that and don't feel guilty. I had to not feel guilty about certain things, because I was like, listen, I don't have any reason to be in New York at all. You know, my man moved, so he also came with us. My brother moved. And although I know my situation isn't relatable to people who do move across the country, I will say that it was a huge change. It was a different culture. It was definitely a culture shock. But have you guys been in the situation where you're like, dang, I'm not going to be able to leave my family because my family needs my help? And my only advice to you is your family should support whatever it is that you're doing, because they brought you here into this world so you can be the best you can be. And family never goes away, you know what I mean? So I knew that, my family knew that, and it's been the best decision for me to move out and be able to follow my dreams, because I felt awful. I felt so awful, you know, but I just hope that it doesn't give people a reason to hold back and not pursue what they want to do, because, you know, the guilt of feeling like I shouldn't leave my family. And my question to you guys is, would you leave your family for your dreams, or are you in a situation where you can't leave your family because of your dreams? Like, this is real. Especially the people in my age group. I feel like I know a lot of peers who are dealing with the same thing, of the feeling of guilt, the feeling of maybe I shouldn't be doing this because my family needs me now. Are you guys dealing with that? Let me know. Let me know. Let me set these brows. Let me hear you say, please. Okay. All right. So, knowing your worth is another topic that I want to talk about, and I think it's really important to know who you are. I have to bleep myself. A lot of times people will be intimidated by your level of confidence, and I've definitely experienced that, and I definitely know that sometimes your confidence can be so secure. And don't get me twisted, confident people have insecurities. That's not what being confident doesn't mean that you're never insecure. No, hell, I always have insecurities. I constantly, if you live with me, you know that I'm constantly like, I want to do this, this, and this to myself. But it's about looking at yourself in the mirror and owning who you are, and not giving a bleep about what other people think about you. That's not me just saying things. That's me actually believing it. Like, that's actually, I don't even have to say it when I go somewhere. That's just my aura. That's just who I am. That's my brillo. That's my shine. That's why demonizar mi brillo son problema tuyo. Let me put concealer. But yeah, it's very important to know your worth in what we do, because it can make you feel like, when I first came to California, I was so intimidated. I thought that I could never make it in this space. I didn't think I was qualified. And even when I lived in New York, I remember I was like, every time something good happened to me, I said, why? I don't question God now. Whatever God has in the cards for me, it's for me. I don't believe in luck. I believe that I worked my ass off to get to where I'm at, and I'm still not where I'm at, but I'm definitely in the right direction. But it's very important to know your worth. I definitely feel like we are at a time where we know that we've been popping. Y'all just found out, but we know that we've been popping. So people of color, I definitely want us to just stop apologizing for being who you are, and just being and knowing who you are, knowing your worth, knowing that whatever opportunity does come forward in your way, it's yours. You worked this hard to get here. There was a post I saw on Instagram, and it said, I don't even know how it went, but it was something along the lines, I'm not charging you for this project because it took me 30 minutes to complete it. It's because it took me 30 years to be able to do this job in 30 minutes. Babe, it was something like that. Do you have it? Did I send it to you? You know, sometimes you feel like you shouldn't be charging a certain dollar because it's so easy. Like, it's just, that's gonna take me 2 seconds. They don't know that. Because if it was that easy, they wouldn't be asking you to do it. So for my entrepreneurs, don't ever feel like you shouldn't be charging what you feel in your gut is your price because it's easy. If it was easy, they wouldn't contact you. So definitely remember that. And again, don't ever feel like, you know, like I'm a person of color in this space. Like, you know how hard it is. I should be grateful for what. No. Screw the gratefulness. No, you worked hard. You deserve what you're asking for. And know that if people want and respect your work and your talents, they'll pay for it. And I thought that was really important for me to say in that panel, because a lot of times we feel like we should like alter ourselves to be more relatable for people. And if you guys scroll back to my old videos, I was not this outspoken. I thought I had to be a little bit more, hello everyone, hi. Boring. And it was boring for me. If you are a person who is very calm and you're shy, a little bit more laid back, I'm not calling you boring. Let's start there. I'm saying if that's who you are, then that's totally fine. But to me, I was dying in the inside. I want to scream. I want to be, you know, extra. That's just who I was. And I felt like I constantly had to like alter myself. So that way I was more relatable. I was more marketable. And the second I was myself, it was like everything kind of came together and things just started flourishing for me. And that's when I realized, oh, there's room for an Afro-Latina black woman in this space who speaks Spanish, who can be herself, and people will like her. Duh, I didn't know that, because when I came into this space, I just thought that I constantly had to like, Monica, filter yourself. You don't want to be too aggressive. And not that I'm aggressive, but I definitely know that I won't be everybody's cup of tea. But the way I was raised, I know that that's okay. Like, hell, I'm good. I'm from New York. Like, you guys, you know, being a cup of tea is, that's the least of my concerns. ¿Me entienden? You guys, if you want a review on these e.l.f. concealers, let me know, because ain't nobody, listen, do you see the applicator? What is this called? Doe Foot. It is so nice. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna do that anymore. Crap, I was gonna look like, all right. But no, I feel like these conversations are absolutely necessary, because everybody aspire, like, why do you think is that we aspire to always please people? And then the second that they don't like us, we're like, oh, we gotta change. Why should we have to change? If people, like, I've noticed there's so many people who are disliked in the space that I'm in, and they still manage to flourish. So why should we have to alter ourselves? We alter ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We're never too much. We're not too much. It's that they're not enough. You know, demasiado para ti. Pero eso es un problema de la gente. Screw it. Do what you want, how you want to do it. No one can do it like you. And I think it's a very important truth to live by, is to just be yourself. I don't aspire to be liked by everyone, and I think that's what's given me the opportunity to be free. I don't think that's something that I aspire to be liked by everyone. Opinionated people will not be liked by everyone, and that's okay. The topic. So, if you guys don't know, although this is my year anniversary of like when I moved and I signed my lease for my last apartment, I'm moving again. Me estoy mudando de nuevo. ¿Qué es eso? Me voy a mudar de nuevo, mi gente. Déjame decirte. Y my new apartment, you all, I got a townhouse or whatever. And, oh, I was talking about this on my live too. Like, a lot of people don't like to show like their come up. And thank God y'all don't mind it, because let me tell you something, because if y'all did, I would still show it, because I think it's very important to see growth from people who you saw start from, you know, I think it's very important for people who you follow to see their growth. And there's a way of doing it where it isn't like, ew, mira lo que yo tengo. It's not like that, but it's so important to show growth, because I would be poop without y'all. Like, I wouldn't even be who I am if it wasn't for my audience. And my audience obviously has been with me since the beginning, since my iPhone video. Boop, I'll pop it in here. But I think it's a beautiful thing to be able to say, your girl is moving again, and to be able to walk into a leasing office and be like, okay, enséñame el más caro. Like, enséñame, I want this, 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 and this. When I first moved to LA, I was very like, how much you got? Oh, okay. And I was really just uncomfortable. I was very nervous. I didn't know what the universe was about to, you know, do for me, with me. But God really makes a way. God really makes a way, and I'm really excited. I will be doing my apartment tour that I'm in now, and then I'll be doing an empty apartment tour of the new place that we're moving into. Yes, it's all of us, including my dog, and I think I want to get another Frenchie. I want another one. Yo quiero otro. Juan's not very fond of that idea, but he'll get used to it, because dogs are just freaking awesome, you guys. Like, what? I love dogs. I love dogs. I want to try this eyebrow gel. I just put one on, but I want to try this. This is Thrive, and this is Instantly Brow Fix Semi-Permanent. This is called Serena. Ooh. Oh, shoot, that's mad dark. Oh, but I think I have more, whatever. I guess we're going to do a dark brow. You guys, como me la jodí un poco. Ay, mira. I want to try these Huda Beauty melted eyeshadows. Yo quiero tratar esto. Vamos a tratar room service, because we all love some room service. Okay. Oh, this is a beautiful transition color. Lollipoppin'. I don't know the words, but that is my cousin. What other topics do we want to talk about? Yeah, I just, honestly, the month of February, I'm so glad it's over, because it just really wasn't para mí. Can y'all agree, disagree? Are y'all scoring up with retrograde? Like, sis, pull up, because I'm ready for you. I'm literally over you. Because I didn't even know we were in any type of like retrograde pre-season. But then I saw something and I was like, it all makes sense. Ahora entiendo. Because you know when you put things in your head, then it's like, oh yeah, it's retrograde. But no, things are literally going wrong before I even knew that we were about to be in a retrograde temporada. My nails broke. I had to find some press-ons to like put on for y'all. But it's all good, y'all. It's all good. Let me see. But I cannot wait to move and have my own section to film. Let me hear you scream, please. All right, I'm gonna use the other side, which is called Do Not Disturb. Ew, that was hella easy. Lo fuimos. Coño, me lo jodí. I messed up. Oh, that's bomb. Okay, I'm gonna take, let's take Jacqueline. I'm gonna take these Jacqueline lashes. Voy a coger esta nueva pestaña de Huda, the Jacqueline lashes. Ooh, mira qué belleza. Eso sí yo. Yeah. I'm gonna take this Essence Princess Mascara. Excuse me. Yes. Alright. Voy a coger ahora un poco más de corrector abajo los ojos. We're gonna take a little bit of chai. Let's take a little bit of Kylie Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna brighten right there. Okay, now I'm just gonna take my setting powder. I've been going back into my Sacha or whatever. Aquí abajo. Shake it off. Okay, we're just gonna. ¿Qué diablo pasó ahí? Explica. Una brochita como me gustó. But also remember, guys, that in following your dreams and growing, you also outgrow people. And it doesn't mean that you have to just, it has to be like a big ordeal or whatever, but you will outgrow people. People who you thought were your friends, family. You're just going to outgrow people. You're just not going to, you know, have the same views as them. And it just comes with the journey, man. It comes with the journey. And you don't feel guilty. Like as you can see, like I constantly always feel guilty about everything. Like I question, like, dang, am I the common denominator? Like if everybody's dropping out of my life like flies, is it my fault? Because dang, like I can count with one hand how many friends I have. And I cherish my friends very dearly to my heart. And that's why you guys can go through my timeline and y'all can pretty much see those people, who they are. And I don't play with them, you know, like this. I'm very protective of my relationships because I feel like I decided to give a crap about you. Therefore, now you can't leave because now you're part of my life. I care way too much about you, and it's a lot for me to build new relationships. I will say that for myself. It's very hard for me to build new relationships because it's like, dang, I'm gonna end up loving you, and then I'm gonna be like, you know, not like obsessed, but I'm just gonna care too much, and I don't want you. I think that's my issue. And it's not a good habit to have because in the space I'm in, I should always want to build relationships, but it's like I get attached. What you gonna call it? Blush. Y'all, Bobbi Brown has some bomb blushes. Look at this one, bro. Tawny, she's my favorite. Okay. What? With some more brightening. Laura Mercier, you just brighten right here to really come up. I'm telling you, I know it sounds like a little unnecessary, but there's layers to the bacon. But this one you're not baking, you're just setting. And just brightening, using this brightening powder right here. Look, mira. Mira, ¿usted está mirando eso? Okay. I'm gonna take this Laura Geller highlighter, and this is in Gilded Honey. Oh, this is Caramel Glow. Caramel Glow. Shea butter, baby. Ooh. All right, moving on to Liz. Mira lo que me mandaron, color me puse en PR. Okay, lo vamos a usar. I'm still gonna do a nude because I really feel like I should. Yes, I really want to. I don't care. This is their new big box of lippy pencils. Ay, Dios mío. Mira. Déjame ver. Este me queda. Ok, este no me va a quedar. So vamos a dejar este en la caja para mami. Déjame ver este. Yo creo que este me va a quedar. ¿Cómo se llama este? CTRL. This is his album, ¿no? Ay. Esperen, yo creo que este me va a quedar. I think that one looks good on me. Okay. Okay. Déjame buscar. I've been loving this new lipstick. Where is she? Oh, right here. Model Rock Cosmetics. Ay, se me entró el ojo. They have this nude, and this one's called Lady Grange. Pero, color me mandado los so juicy, so I think I'm gonna do like a luscious lip. lepší to. Let's do her. This is called She's Here. Porque, you know what? Yo sí estoy aquí. Estoy aquí, pero mi gente está allá. Okay. Oh, yes. Ahí sí, sí, sí. Oh, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. Feeling my... You guys, terminamos, yo creo que sí. I really want like face tape. I feel like I really would give y'all a moment. Terminamos, mi gente. All right, guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was like talkative, but I wanted to put something out. I honestly had creators blocked, so déjenme saber abajo what do you guys want to see from me, because I'm such a perfectionist that I'd rather not put anything at all if it's not my best foot forward. But I did have some topics of conversations that I was having on IG Live, and I just thought it'd be cool to share with you guys. So if you guys enjoyed this talkative get ready with me, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in my next one. Ask me some questions down below, and maybe we'll talk about it in the next video as well. Just maybe once a week, we'll just kind of like talk about uncomfortable topics, whatever the case may be. We've grown here, but I just wanted to be able to just, you know, just talk to y'all, because y'all mi familia, ustedes son mi familia. I mean, we're all crazy here, pero lo quiero hacer todo. You make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in mi próximo video. Mwah. Adios.